Dig it. Does anybody have any rolling papers?
No?
Janky smooth and punk rock vocally.
People smile and tell me I'm a lucky one, and we just begun. Think I'm gonna have a son. You will be like
Smanky, Janky, dude.
Janky dude. Danky danks.
Janky.
What's going on, man? Thanks for sitting down with us today.
Thanks for having me.
We got Slawson here from You Cunt, me versus the Gimme Gimmes and the Swingin' Utters, sitting down with me for Janky Smooth.
Yeah.
So you grew up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
I did.
Before you moved to the Bay Area, what was your favorite punk rock memory of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania?
Just this club called the Electric Banana. It was like on in the front. The front door was on like the ground floor, but the back was like a straight drop in the back. So like the stage was over stilts. I don't know. I'm not gonna say that it was mafia run, but it was like like mafia like peripherally. I didn't know how cool and special it was at the time. It was just the first place that I went to go see a show.
Do you remember what you saw?
Saccharine Trust and Black Flag.
Wow. Okay, that's a
both
first
LA.
show.
Yeah.
Wow.
And yeah, it was on that Slip It In tour, and I remember the cover of that record. Like that's the thing that's resonated with me throughout the years more so than even the songs. Like I like some of the songs on that record, but just the image on that record was just so like it disturbed me.
Yeah, that nun's probably hanging on the wall somewhere around here.
Yeah, it fucked with me, kind of like south of the brain.
You guys are coming up on 22 years. It's crazy. Like 50 releases probably. You've played all over the world. What's your favorite country to play in? Just based solely on partying.
I gotta say Italy, man. Like infrastructurally, it's not. They don't have it together, maybe as well as like say Germany or other parts of Northern Europe. Like there's definitely some gaps that some people would like filled. But as far as like just eating, just all the important stuff, like they get right.
They get it right.
Yeah, they really do.
What's the weirdest food you guys have ever had on tour? What's the weirdest thing you've ever seen on menu on tour?
I mean, I've eaten donkey. You know what I mean? That was pretty weird. Donkey and horse.
Okay.
Raw chicken. That was in Japan.
Where'd we eat donkey?
Donkey in Sicily.
Wow.
Like it's a thing. They got equine butchers all over, and it's just like, but a lot of it was based on like just broke people's food, and then it's still what even people that are not broke.
Farm animals.
Yeah, exactly. And then just every part of the animal.
When you guys want to do a record, how do you guys choose a song?
I have to defer and admit and acknowledge that Mike is generally the best conceptually. He's able to see something, like he's able to see the sum of the parts rather than just the component. Like I can hear a song that I like and I'd love to be able to do it. And I don't know if I'm like virtue signaling, how people do that with like record collections and like, look what I like, and Mike is generally the one that's able to hear a song and then hear what it's gonna sound like. Cool. So he and Joey generally have the best ideas to bring to the table, which is the most important part. It's like the only part of that's the art part. The science part is putting it together.
Yep.
And if you can't do it in 10 hours, if you're spending 10 hours in a practice studio trying to hash it out, it's there's no point to it. So I get veto power.
What's your bucket list song that if you had to do one more track?
I don't know, like maybe a whole Nilsson record. Like
there you go.
Or something like that. That might be kind of cool. Shuggy Otis, I don't know.
Oh, but, you're going all the way there, wow.
I don't know.
Your record
that would
collector?
probably be a mistake. Like I wouldn't call myself a record collector, but I love to buy records, and I've got like a few hundred.
There you go.
I'm not like, because in the Bay Area we got just these crazy, like people just with thousands upon thousands. That's why there's such snobs up there.
2 amoebas in like a 15-mile radius.
Yeah.
Like,
but neither of them, I don't think either of them combined are as good as the one over here on Sunset. That place is just crazy. I can't even go near that place. Because it's just
dangerous.
Yeah, it costs money just to look at it.
Have you ever been approached by someone whose song that you covered, or have you ever heard that it got back to them and heard their opinions of it?
Yeah. It was, we wanted to get a sync license for to do Desperado
Yeah.
by the Eagles. That's the one case where you have to request like a license, because otherwise I believe it's covered under satire. We asked, their management, can we do a video from Desperado? Their management responded and said that the band wanted to tell us no, and furthermore that they hated our version. So it was kind of a red badge of courage to hear about that.
What's it like sitting down and hearing yourself sing in a Martin Scorsese movie?
That was a trip. Yeah, and I loved the scene that it was.
Yeah, it's great.
Because it was just this total debauched.
Yeah.
Like,
Whole
he tells the
montage.
cops to fuck off. He tells like the FBI guys, like, oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I loved that movie too.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's fun. It's a fun movie about fucked up shit.
Yeah, it is, and it doesn't get preachy, and a lot of people had a real problem with it not getting preachy. I thought that was the whole point of the movie, was how good this looks.
Yeah. So what's your favorite Gimme Gimmes song to play live?
Oh, Over the Rainbow.
Yeah. Nice.
Because I get to introduce it in a way. I kind of I get people on my side.
Yeah.
And then alienate them.
Do you ever get propositioned by fans at shows, or just out, people recognizing you for like song ideas or for album ideas?
Absolutely. And like some of them are good. I mean, for me, most of it's just like an AM rock song that I haven't thought of in a long time, and that's generally that's been my favorite. Like that and the show tunes were kind of it seemed like we almost didn't have to move on from those themes, because it's just like there's so much material to work with, and it's stuff that I don't necessarily like the process of trying to turn it into something that I like is what makes it, is what changes it up a little bit.
You can make it more of your own
chemistry.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, thanks for coming down and sharing
Thank you.
some of your time, and have a good show tonight.
Thanks.